Drifter, written by Jim Mintz.
Wandering down a nearby corridor between houses, the boy followed the strangers. They did not turn to observe him. They did not otherwise engage. The strangers presumed he was following them. The boy was at ease by their indifference. He was there of his own free will. The strangers did not have him as their prisoner. "Are you sure about this?" the entity wondered. "What is there to fear?" the boy thought back. "This man, he isn't like others. He is different, I know," the boy responded. It was the thrill of his uniqueness that opened the boy up to the possibilities of meeting the man. He was celebrated amongst the entire community, and yet here he was, wanting to meet and converse with the boy. It was an opportunity he could not pass up lightly. "Just a little further," one of the men said over his shoulder, conscious of the travel time already taken. "I don't mind," the boy replied. "He thinks I am a parasite," the entity thought. "You are a parasite," the boy replied. "I didn't invite you into my brain." The entity was aware of the boy's thoughts even more. It was the boy's perception that the entity's time would be limited inside his brain. As such, once they had identified the purpose of the bond the entity and the boy shared, it was the boy's expectation that the entity would leave forever. The boy could accept their connection as long as it was temporary. The entity had no such plans to leave, but was content to allow the boy this belief in an end date. The city passed behind them, and the two strangers and the boy ventured beyond the town's limits and into the wilderness that surrounded the edges of the river. The trees held shadows over the grasslands that covered the blue moonlight, hiding the occupants who gathered together in a small pack. The boy could see the band of them and grew frightened. Only their shadows gave their presence away. "Do not be afraid," came a voice from amongst the trees. "We are not here to hurt you." The boy would not move. "Do not go any closer," the entity thought, agreeing with the boy's senses which had taken control of his limbs. "Don't listen to it. You can trust us," the voice said as it came closer. The man emerged from the trees, his face illuminated in the blue light of the moon. He held a grin, a welcoming presence in his eyes and in his aura. "I have a message for both of you," the man said. The boy was too frightened to speak, so the entity took control, even though the boy fought him off. "What do you want?" "I will speak to you separately," said the man. "First, to you, Lucius. I am the Son of Man. You have heard of me and have seen my deeds, listened to stories of my actions. My physical time here is rapidly coming to an end. You will play a large role in my story, but I need you to trust me, walk with me, and embrace the solace of the mystery. To know too much will undermine the plan of my Father. You must trust me. Give me your faith. That is my message to you. I realize this will come as a shock to you, so I will give you 24 hours to consider. If you will not fulfill my Father's expectations, I will seek another to take your place, but I want you to have the opportunity first." The man explained. The boy took a deep breath. The entity read his thoughts. The boy was ready to embrace the stranger there. He didn't need 24 hours. "Do not answer now. I wish to speak to the entity," the man said just as the boy opened his mouth. "Entity, please put the boy to sleep and give me your full attention," the man requested. The entity stiffened inside the boy, unsure of its position. It could flee and seek life elsewhere, be rid of the man and his wisdom, his otherworldly abilities. He frightened the entity. At the same time, he had never been directly addressed by an alien species before, much less a human. The entity was curious. "There is no use in hiding. I see you in there," the man said. The entity placed the boy in a sleep state and took control of his body. "What do you want?" the entity asked.